Hey, what's up guys? I'm Charles.
And I'm Christine.
Christine, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Do you know when you can tell that you're a really good screen printer?
Well, I'd say when you get repeat customers, when they refer their friends and families to us, that they also compliment our work, and also that we've shipped worldwide.
Yeah, that's very true. Do you have any idea though how you'd be known as a badass screen printer?
Why don't you let us know?
You know you're a badass screen printer when you win the Screenprint Badass competition. In this video, we're gonna go over the entire process of the Screenprint Badass competition that we're about to enter into. Welcome to Ragged Apparel.
We hold memberships in several educational and professional industry organizations.
One of those organizations is known as Shirt Lab Tribe. Shirt Lab provides superior educational seminars all geared towards the screen printing industry. They're designed to help you become a better screen printer and also help you run a successful business.
In this video, we're going to be taking you on our journey as we submit our screen printed entry for the Screenprint Badass competition.
That's right, and the Screenprint Badass competition is going to have some stiff competition. You know that there's over 100 screen printers from around the country that are going to be entering into this competition.
Is that right?
Yep. So we're going to have to put in some work so that we can win this contest. Let's go over some of the rules here. So the Screenprint Badass competition has a lot of rules that they've implemented into this contest.
We have to follow a specific theme. This time, it's nursery rhymes.
That's right. So we have to create our artwork designed around a nursery rhyme. One of the points that they're judging us on is the creativity of our artwork. They want us to push the envelope and see how creative we can be with what we come up with, following the theme.
They're going to be checking the use of our color and make sure that the colors are vivid and bold.
For this print, we do have to use a specific Pantone color inside of the design. They've given us 4 standard Pantones that they want us to choose from, but we have to use one of those in the design. We have to use either PMS 2995, PMS 123, PMS 186, or PMS 354. For our image, we've decided to use PMS 123, which is a yellow gold. We have to incorporate a 1-inch square space somewhere within the design that has that specific Pantone. They're going to be using a spectrometer to check that to see how close we're able to get to that specific Pantone while making the print look good.
They're also going to judge us to make sure that the logo is printed straight on the shirt and that it's 3 inches down from the collar.
They're also going to check how dialed in we are with our registration. They're going to make sure all the colors are lined up nice and crisp.
The next thing that they're judging us on is complexity. Are we taking chances or are we just playing it safe?
We also need to incorporate somewhere in our design this logo here, which is the Shirt Lab Tribe logo.
And they've also supplied a group of JPEG artwork that we have to pick and choose one of those to incorporate into our design.
One of the most important things they're going to be grading us on is our print hand. Is our print silky smooth, nice and soft, or is it thick and chunky and just overall ugly? How great of a print do we actually put down on the shirt?
And lastly, we have to submit our entry screen printed on this Fruit of the Loom iconic tee, which Shirt Lab Tribe provided to us.
You think they marked this shirt to know that we printed it specifically on the one they provided?
Could be.
Could be. Well, Christina, it sounds like this is going to be a really fun competition.
And stiff competition.
That is true, so we better get started. Alright guys, so let's jump into this artwork and let me show you what I've drawn up here. So you can see this is just the basic shell of the artwork that we're going to be doing. One of the elements of the contest is that we had to use a nursery rhyme theme. And I decided on Hey Diddle Diddle, the Cat and the Fiddle. One of the things I want to do, I didn't want to make this to be too perfect. I wanted it to be kind of like a nonchalant graphic, real texturized, just real whimsical. As you can see here, everything is drawn out, jaggedy lines, make it kind of fun, not too perfect. They're wanting to see what can you come up with that's different. How fantastic is your artwork? What elements do you put in there that make it stand out from everything else? So going along with the theme, Hey Diddle Diddle, the Cat and the Fiddle, let's go with kind of a skater hip hop type of theme here. So we start off with the cat. He is actually riding a fiddle skateboard. So instead of going with a standard cat playing the fiddle, he's got a fiddle skateboard. Cat and fiddle, the cow jumped to the moon. Let's go ahead and throw a Michael Jackson cow in here. You can see he's doing a moonwalk on top of the moon. One of the criteria for this contest is that they require that we use one of the images that they provide. So these are some of the images that you have to choose from that you have to incorporate somewhere into the design. They make it to be a little bit more difficult because these are all JPEG images. So that's one of the things that they're throwing at us in this contest is how can you manipulate a photograph? How can you manipulate a JPEG image and make it work? Going with the cat and the fiddle, I decided let's go ahead and use this moon, but I didn't want to just make it boring and have a cow jump over the moon, so we went ahead and made the cow doing the moonwalk. Right? Now you can see from the original image that we have, it had the sky background. I decided to take that sky background down, and what I did was use a layer mask in order to take out all the background. Now I'm going to add the background in manually, so I'm going to draw in some sky, some stars, and that kind of thing to add in here. Continuing on with the nursery rhyme, the little dog laughed to see such sport. So we've got the little dog here. He's jumping over the edge of the sidewalk on his skateboard. He's pointing at the fiddle that the cat is riding, and he's laughing at that. And then the dish ran away with the spoon, so we've got them here towards the background, taking off, running away. Jumping in a little bit farther, another element that we are required to do is to use the Shirt Lab Tribe logo. So I have incorporated it up here into the clock tower, and we're going to color this in to make it stand out nice and bright. Another element is that we have to use specific Pantone colors. When I was thinking of the overall design on this, I thought of how am I going to incorporate the Pantone color that we're required to use. With that, we have to utilize a 1-inch square where that Pantone color is going to sit. So thinking about those elements, I had to come up with how am I going to design this. You're not going to necessarily be able to see as just a square, and how can I incorporate it throughout the entire design. So I decided to use the yellow Pantone. We're going to incorporate it by adding it in here inside the lamps. I'm going to add some coloration of that as highlights in other areas, and I'm going to color these cobblestones to have some of the Pantone color that's reflecting off of the lamps, and this front square here is going to be our full Pantone color. In designing this, I decided to go with 4 colors, so I'm going to be utilizing gray, white, the yellow, and the purple. Right now you see everything is just black and gray. I created everything with just black lines and then filled everything with gray, because right now with the gray I'll be able to build upon that and add the different colorations that I want. The shirt color is going to be black, so we're going to use a black background, and by doing this you're going to see all of the black lines are going to become negative space and they're going to blend into the shirt. We're going to use the shirt color to show those different lines and textures of the graphic without having to put down a black ink. Let's get to drawing on this. Hope you enjoy. Let's get this image done.
Never lasting dark
Well, there you have it, guys. There's the final piece of artwork. I'm a real big fan of abstract art. I like being able to just throw things in there, put a bunch of different elements, add highlights and low lights, and I think it just really came out really cool. Like I said, we were wanting to get under 4 colors. We did exactly that. We've got our gray, yellow, purple, and a highlight white. So it's giving us a little bit different dimension. It's going to give us a little different color variation, make it a little bit darker feeling. And that's kind of what I was looking for to kind of get this space theme going. These guys are up in outer space. A little section of their world got sucked up into the sky, floating out into nowhere. So that's kind of cool. Now the next thing to do is print out these steps and get them onto some screens. Alright, so the pre-press process is complete and we're ready to start printing.
For this job, we're using 4 screens. We're using the Newman roller frames, all with the Saudi High-Tex mesh, all with a 230 thread count. All of our screens have been tensioned at 30 newtons.
We're going to be printing our halftones at a 61-degree angle with a 55 LPI.
Things we're going to be using are the dark gray 6143 from International Coatings, and also the golden yellow from International Coatings PMS 123.
We're also going to be using a deep purple from Union Inks, which is from their Ultra Soft series. For our highlight white, we're going to be using a 7014 Legacy white from International Coatings. We're going to be mixing the Wilflex Ultra Soft Pan base into all of our inks.
We're going to be using the 70-90-70 triple durometer squeegee on all print heads.
Our print order is going to be gray as our underbase on print head 1. We're going to have our flash on print head 2. Print head 3 is going to be a roller squeegee from Action Engineering. Print head 4, we're going to have the PMS 123 golden yellow. Print head 5 is going to have the deep purple. And print head 6 is going to have highlight white. Alright guys, well there it is. Our final entry for the Screenprint Badass competition.
We hope you liked the whole process. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Also, like and subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications.
Hey Christine, I hope we win.
Me too. Bye guys.